guys, welcome back to Callyalater Podcast, episode number 49. My name is Sean.
And I'm Kelly. Hi guys!
Hello.
Welcome back to Call You Later.
Welcome back.
So this week we're talking all about how to get inspired. This is a part 2 of our series.
Yeah, so it's a two-parter.
Last week we talked all about like how to find your passion, what our passions are and everything. So this kind of plays off of that episode.
Yeah.
So be sure to go check it out. But today we have a lot of good inspiration for you
all about
guys.
inspo.
I'm so excited. So, do you want to get us started?
Yeah. So let you have your disclaimer.
Right. Disclaimer. Yeah. So it's okay to not always be inspired.
Yes.
Inspiration will strike you at the most random times.
Agreed.
So like, don't sweat it. And then like also everyone always gets inspired differently.
100%.
So what we talk about might not like work for you, and that's just because everyone, again, gets inspired differently.
It's different for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
100%
It's different for everyone.
So let's define it.
Okay, what's your definition of?
The feeling that floods your body to take action, or when you have a new thought or idea. We've all felt it, that kind of like, it's like a spark in your brain. Like, it's just like, it can be the most random thing. Like,
Definitely.
it can be you're driving down a highway and you see a billboard and you're like, ooh, I'm inspired.
Yeah.
Or it can be like a long thought out process, but it's I think a spark is the best way to describe it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said it's being motivated to create, do, or like work on something.
I like that.
So basically you have ideas on how to create something, whether it's like a fitness routine, or you want to create this piece of art, or you want to create this program, whatever it is, based on like what you're passionate about or what you're working on. You just have this great idea.
I like
and
that.
you're motivated to go do this idea.
I get the motivation.
Yeah. So I feel like it kind of intertwines with motivation really well, because a lot of it like kind of affects that.
Definitely.
So I think that's very like
they
like
go
how
hand in hand.
Our definitions are kind of different.
Yeah.
I like that. So how we get inspired and our tips for inspiration. So I think we both came up with like 10 different things.
We did.
So this is going to be a really juicy episode.
It's going to be fun.
Do you want to start us off?
Yeah. It's going to sound silly. Don't judge me. But caffeine.
Okay.
I know it's not like a true inspiration tip, but whenever you get that full burst of caffeine and you just like feel like you're ready to get up and get going, oftentimes that will spark me to do something that I need to get done. And you need to get inspired to do even things that you have to get done. Like busy work, you have to be inspired to do it. And to me, it's a different type of inspiration. It's not that creative inspiration. It's more of the motivation side of things.
Okay.
Because like you said in the beginning, it's the motivation. They go hand in hand together. So if you caffeinate up, it'll get a little bit of pep in your step and get you started.
I have to agree. Like when I make my bed in the morning, it's like how you said, like you have to be motivated and inspired to do the simplest things. And like, sure, I don't have to make my bed every morning.
Yeah.
But it like creates like I'm inspired to, because then my room's gonna be clean and stuff.
What's the quote from the book? Make your bed. If you can't accomplish the small stuff, so if you can't do the small stuff right, you'll never be able to do the big stuff right. So it's the little things.
It's the little things. My first one is to plan out and look ahead. So I kind of went with more of the creative inspiration side.
Yeah.
So like working on YouTube and stuff, like I like to plan out my content like a month to even like 6 months in advance.
Wow.
But it inspires me because I already know what I want to be creating, where it's like, oh, I'm so inspired, I can't wait to create this video. And it creates that like drive and like inspiration to work, because I already know what I want to do.
I like that.
But it's kind of too like when the inspiration strikes, I'll like make it last as long as I can.
You get every bit of inspo out of it.
Exactly.
That you can.
So like, even though it sounds crazy planning 6 months ahead, it's like I had the inspiration right now that I'm going to use it that far.
No, you're definitely
so
right.
I think that could apply to like if you're inspired to write or like whatever it may be, like plan out.
I like that.
Thanks.
You gotta look ahead.
Yeah.
So I look back at old projects, things I've done in the past, whether it be, it can be old games that I've played if I want to get back into a new gaming style. It can be old creative projects like from college that we did. It can be the simplest thing, but look back at work you used to do and see if that will inspire you to do new work.
I like that. I think I mentioned something similar like that in my list.
Yeah.
So my next one is similar to what I said before, and it is setting goals and creating a mood/vision board.
Ooh, you love mood boards.
This is so like, when we were writing these down, I was like, you're not gonna have anything on my list, I know it. So with that being said, so again, I like to look ahead, but setting goals is so inspiring to me, because it's like, okay, now I'm really motivated to go do these things, and it inspires me because it's like, I can achieve this if I try.
I can and I will.
You know, and I can and I will. So I love creating mood boards on Pinterest. I'll just pin a bunch of stuff that I like would like to do. It creates that inspiration for outfits or like ideas or quotes, whatever it is.
It's the visualization behind it, yeah.
But then to take it a step further, like after Pinterest boards, is you print all the pictures out, cut them, post them on a poster board.
You made a 2021 mood board.
Oh, I did, and it motivates me, it inspires me, and I think a lot of inspiration, again, intertwines with motivation.
Yeah. Where did you end up putting that?
So I'm currently rearranging my room right now,
okay.
and it's really unfinished, as you guys can tell by the background. So currently my vision board is hiding behind my big floor-length mirror over there.
Okay, nice.
It's just kind of slid.
It's still there, though.
Yeah, it was getting a little too, like, busy in the background of my videos, and it's also one of those things that's very personal that I was like, I don't want everyone in like to see it.
It's personal, yet it's still really cool. I like it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a fun collage.
And pulling off that, I didn't write this down. I don't know if you did. And I don't want to steal it, but it's like a bonus one. You used to do something where you'd put your goals on the back of your door.
Oh, yeah, I used to do that, but I guess I could kind of go into setting goals.
That's kind of the same thing as like as a mood board. Like if you got to put it somewhere you could see it and visualize it.
So I know a lot of people will actually tape it to like their mirror that's in front of where they brush their teeth every day. So you see it every single morning, but I share my bathroom with my brother, so it's not really the most appropriate spot. But you can put Post-it notes with like your goals, but writing out, like the physical writing it out, then reading it, and then seeing every day makes such a difference.
Absolutely.
So I love it.
So I hope I didn't steal one of yours. I didn't know if you had that down.
I think it went really well with my setting goals.
Yeah, there we go. So my next one, it's cheesy, but you inspire me, and this rolls off of finding people. I think I said more about that later. But find that person that inspires you. Like, you motivate me to get up and get going, and you've inspired me to visit new places, try new things that I've never done before.
So cute.
So, but I talk more about that later, so we'll get more in detail about that later. But
that one.
Yeah.
You inspire me too.
Oh, thanks.
I feel like I always try so much new stuff with you. Like I usually just get like the same order of food because I'm like, I know I like it.
I got you to eat calamari once.
Exactly. Or like even with like trying new activities and everything. My next one is looking to others who inspire me. So okay, perfect segue. So basically, like when I wrote this down, I was thinking like I love watching YouTubers that I want to be like.
Okay.
So it sounds really weird, but like if I like their style and I'm like, oh, I kind of want to be like them, I'll just kind of like integrate some of their like style into mine, or like make it my own, obviously. But it kind of goes hand in hand with that whole comparison thing, so you have to be really careful because some people will compare too much and not get motivated by it, where I try to find the positive and motivation from it.
You don't want to copy, you want to get inspiration off of it.
It's kind of like, I like how she shares her outfit every week, so I'm going to do that.
Exactly.
It's not, I'm going to copy her outfits every week.
I'm going to upload almost the exact same stuff and do the exact same stuff. No, you got to do...
You have to make it your own.
But allow it to be your inspo.
Because let's be real. When you film for YouTube, I film What's in My Purse videos. I'm sure there's so many people have filmed this. But I do my own twist on it.
You have your own
It's a different purse, a different name, all that kind of stuff. Where you can film the same video, you might film a day in my life vlog, but your day is going to be 100% different than anyone else's day.
No one will ever live that same day as you.
So it's just kind of like finding people that inspire you.
I like that. So my next one again was cheesy, but motivational videos on YouTube. There's also like a playlist on Spotify that you can listen to that has, and Kelly introduced me to it, it has like motivational songs and motivational speeches on it. I don't know what it is about a 5-minute motivational video, but it just like gets you up and gets you going. Like they put some stuff in there that just like hits differently.
I love the ones that are like, if you're sitting down right now, get up. And like I'll just like stand up, I'm like, okay, computer, I'm up.
Thank you.
Thank you, I needed that.
Yeah, no,
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
No, but I think that some of them have so much like valuable information in them, even though they're just like a simple motivational video. And then they put them to like the most dramatic music, and you're just like, I have to go work out.
They really hit different.
They really do.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah.
I actually was listening to one yesterday.
No kidding.
It was really good. Nice. Before my workout, I was like, I need something. My next one is talking about what I want to do with someone and conversate about it. So this one really depends on what you're trying to get inspired about.
Okay.
So for me, for an example, I feel like I'm using YouTube as an example all the time. But like today even,
But that's a big part.
Yeah, YouTube's a big part of my life. Where I was like, I have this YouTube idea today. And I like was so inspired about it that I was like, I want to talk to someone and get their ideas and like kind of like a commentary about it. Do you know what I'm talking about? We were on a walk and I was like, I have this YouTube video idea.
You gotta bounce it off.
But it kind of gets like some more ideas flowing with it. And you get someone else's opinion. So it's also nice because then they can like inspire you more by asking you certain questions. Thanks.
So I said, if you're stuck in a rut, and again, this doesn't necessarily have to be in your stuck in a rut. You can use this whenever. I've talked about it.
We have a podcast episode all about
We
that.
do. If you're in a slump, I think it was like episode 7 or 8.
It was a really
long
old
time ago.
episode. Okay, sorry to interrupt.
But if you're stuck in a rut, use the 5-minute rule. I've talked about this on a podcast before, but basically, let's say you have this big project that you have to do, and you, for whatever reason, are just not inspired. You don't want to do it. You just want to lay on the couch and watch Netflix all day. I do it all the time. Don't worry, I'm right there with you. Kind of sound like an infomercial. But set a timer for 5 minutes on your phone, and those are the only 5 minutes you have to work on whatever project you have to do.
Right.
Just try it. More likely than not, you're gonna spend more than 5 minutes on that sucker, and you won't even think about it after that timer's gone off.
I feel like when we did this, it was like I was like doing like, wait, I gotta finish first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, it's a psychological trick, and your brain doesn't even think about it.
I was working on my project for way more than 5 minutes. So my next one is, and you mentioned this, looking back at everything. So kind of looking at like things that have inspired you in the past.
Yep.
But I kind of thought of it in a different way. So you're looking back at everything in the big picture. So kind of like, wow, I've accomplished so much that I want to add more to that. Or if you kind of have a negative mindset with it, where like, I feel like I have accomplished a lot, that might motivate you and inspire you to accomplish more.
I like that.
Kind of negative.
No.
But it depends on how, like, if you're
I think you can take the negative and spin it into the positive.
Exactly, but like it's kind of like, wow, I want to accomplish more. Like I only have so many days to live. Like I want to keep accomplishing more.
I like that.
Kind of a weird. I feel
Treat
like
every
it's
day
so
like it's your last.
I feel like it's something I wouldn't normally say, but it does help. Like it does help me
I think
get
you need to be
inspired.
making those motivational videos. I said take a walk.
Oh, I heard that one too.
Aww. Just step outside, take a walk. You never know, you could see the next great thing that's going to inspire you, or it's just helpful to clear your mind.
Yeah.
It just kind of lets you detox and not think about what's going on in life, and you just kind of get to breathe in the fresh air.
With mine, when I said that, I said get outside and take a walk, but I said with no music and without your phone.
Ooh.
So you're really just kind of
it's just
by
you and
yourself in nature.
Excuse me. Every time we say take a walk, it reminds me of Passion Pit.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. There you go.
Have a chat with a family member.
Okay.
Just you know, kind of like you said, just talk with someone, you know? It doesn't have to be a family member, just start with a normal conversation. It doesn't have to be about inspiration.
The conversation, like
exactly.
ideas going back
Especially
and forth.
if you have a particularly like chatty family, like I do.
Me too.
Then they'll just kind of sit there and talk to you, and eventually you might just get ideas bouncing off of each other, and you could inspire each other for all you know. Heck, you could have the next great family business. I don't know. I mean, the possibilities are limitless.
I remember, like, over the summer, I want to say it was last summer, we were out with a group of friends, and we were talking about this idea, and I had the light bulb moment of, like, wow, why am I not learning how to sew my own clothes and stuff? That's what, like, it was a conversation with a group of friends that inspired me to start sewing.
That's crazy. I mean, the smallest things.
Yeah, so it's just like a simple conversation can cause you to get inspired.
And now what, 8 months later, you've made your own mask, you've made your own shirts, you've made your, you've got everything going. If you haven't checked out her scrunchies or mask, please check them out because they are phenomenal.
Self-promo. Okay, my next one is to try new things.
Okay.
So this one might sound a little silly because we're talking about like getting inspired and stuff, but you never know what you'll like until you try it.
Oh yeah.
And I know that sounds kind of weird, but like this is like a weird example that might be able to relate to, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But like before I went to college, I didn't know anything I knew from college, let alone the college experience, and it inspired me to try new things, whether it's like to try clothes that like outfits that I saw other people on campus wearing, or kind of like, wow, I really liked this certain style of like classroom or learning or reading. Does that make sense at all? Like, so trying something new, or like going to a spin class that you've never been to before, and even if you don't like it, you can get inspired. Like, I really like going to the gym at that time. Like, it might cause you to be inspired by like something else besides what you're trying.
That's a good tip. I like that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It's kind of like
no, I think that, I mean, if you just try something different, try something new, you know, you
like,
never know.
Even if you try like a new type of food, so say like you order something new off a menu.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not the new dish, but it's the side dish that you start liking, and you're like, I want to learn how to cook that.
Exactly.
That could inspire you to start cooking.
There's so many different avenues, and it's a domino effect. Once you get inspired once, it's easier to get inspired again and again and again. My next one was to read a book, particularly self-help or business. Now, here's the problem. There's a caveat that comes with that. Sometimes you have to find inspiration to read a book. Because sometimes you just don't have that motivation.
You can
Again, it's a
join
person by person thing.
Our challenge that we're doing, the
75 hard challenge.
You have to read a book every day.
10 pages every day of nonfiction.
But reading a book's a really good one because not only are you like learning, like working on your reading abilities and skills and stuff, but you're also learning from other people.
You can get really, really valuable advice.
Yeah.
Time out. Battery's about to die.
Yeah, I know. Do you think we should ride the wave?
Do you want to ride the wave?
Do you want to risk it? Risk it for the biscuit? I only have 4 or 5 things.
I've got 2 more.
Okay, yeah. Should we just go?
Wait,
and
then
then
you have 4 more left?
Yeah. Oh no, I have 3 more.
Okay, which makes sense because you're up next.
Okay, yeah.
All right,
should we ride the wave? Okay. And I also said self-help books as well, so I'm just going to go to my next one. And so I said be open-minded to recommendations.
Ooh,
so this is kind of like when you're talking with someone and they recommend something. Don't be like, oh no, that's not my style. I can't try that. I don't want to. I'm not interested.
Gotta be open to it.
You have to be open to it.
Ride the wave.
So try it out. Ride the wave.
My next one kind of plays off of my last one. Work on yourself first before you work on your passions.
Oh, I like that.
Because the more you build up yourself, the easier it will be to find inspiration.
Okay.
So whether that be through reading books or working out or whatever it is, get a better image of yourself first.
You know, my next one and my last one kind of plays on that too. So my last one was meditation.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've always talked about this. I feel like I'm a meditation junkie. But like you can do like a 1-minute meditation on YouTube from like Headspace. Love it. I've been doing it on the daily. But it's
do you still do that on the daily?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So basically you can like meditate for 1 minute and basically you don't think about anything besides your breathing. So you clear your head. But when you're like meditating, and I'm not sure if I'm doing this right, I'm by no means a professional. When I'm trying to clear my thoughts, usually the things that I'm most inspired or passionate about will pop into my head.
Oh, okay.
So like while you're meditating, before you actually get into that meditative state, you're gonna realize what you really are passionate about and what you want to do. So I put that as my last one because I thought it was like the most helpful for me.
Like that. And my last one was make a bulleted list of the things you are most interested in. From A to Z, what you like to do, what you love to do. Usually it will inspire you to do one of those because you're like, oh, I like writing. That sounds fun. Let's write.
Yeah.
So just make a bulleted list, kind of like a bucket list type thing.
Yeah,
just make
I feel
a big
like
long
making
list.
a list always inspires me.
I love making a good list.
Me too. I do it all the time, and then I share it with you. And I'm like, add to my list. All right. So do you want to share our learning experience?
Yes. You want to go first?
Okay. So I said John inspired me to start lifting weights at the gym. So we talk about fitness a lot on our podcast.
Yeah.
But I never once lifted weights like at the gym without John. So he's also like with going on about how we get inspired, he's made the fitness plans, he's taught me how to do it, he pushed me to try something new. So it kind of plays a factor into everything we just talked about.
Okay.
Like that one thing.
Aww.
So I really I like lifting weights with you.
I love lifting weights with you. It's fun. So my learning experience is that you actually inspired me too. I almost dropped out of college because I wasn't enjoying the program for a semester after we met.
Yeah.
And you convinced me to stay for 1 more semester, and then I started really enjoying it, and then now we're about to get our degree.
Yeah.
Like we're this close to getting our degree.
Should we share the exciting news that we just found out today?
We're going to have a physical in-person graduation ceremony. Like we're going to be able to physically walk across the stage and get our degree, which we did not think was going to happen since last year.
When we signed up to walk, we thought it was going to be virtual,
yeah.
and now we're both like, oh, we have to go. Yeah. Which we're kind of excited about, kind of like
it's gonna be interesting.
Like I don't really know how it's gonna go with the pandemic, but that's besides the point.
Exactly.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job.
Good job. I'm proud of you too. We both got our degrees. High five.
No, I'm proud of you for like staying in school and getting your degree.
Thanks. Stay in school, kids.
It's worth it.
Yes. Yeah, so that was my learning experience.
Yeah, I think this was a really I'm inspired. Like I want to go create things now.
Let's go create.
Yeah.
After this episode, call to action. Create something. Make one thing. Do something. Do something that you enjoy, that you're passionate about. No matter what it is, whether it's cooking, whether it's cleaning, do something that's like, I went to like the most basic of hobbies, cooking and cleaning. But
go do something more extreme.
Go skydiving.
Yeah.
Like, go do something crazy that you've never done. Something off the wall, bonkers.
Castle.
Build a sandcastle.
Get into sand art.
I think we should title this episode "How to Build a Sandcastle."
Clickbait.
Clickbait.
Yeah, but seriously, go do something that you're passionate about. Get inspired. Try to you don't even have to be passionate about it. Like, get inspired to go do something that you want to do. Maybe it's something that you've been pushing off for a while. Like, what if it doesn't take off? Doesn't matter. Go do it because you want to do it.
Exactly. It's you do you.
Yeah.
You do you.
You do you. So thank you so much for listening, watching. If you guys are watching on YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're getting close to like another big number, which is exciting. And leave some comments, leave some reviews. Subscribe on podcast platforms.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify. For like podcasts, it's like follow and then subscribe on YouTube.
Such a YouTuber.
Tweet us, #tweetyoulater. You know, all the good stuff. Next week's a surprise mystery episode.
Oh, I'm excited for it.
Stick around. It's a big number for us.
Is it number 50? Oh my goodness.
I know. Number 50 next week, so stick around. Big surprise episode.
Yeah.
Call you later.
Call you later. Bye.